Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about religions and how I think they're pure evil. But first of all, they're all lying. They're all saying that there's a higher power up there, blah blah blah. And it looks like this, it looks like that, its name is this, its name is that. They're all men, all of them. And Hinduism is actually the only religion which says that some of them are female, some of them are male, but still the men who are in charge. So you kind of see what's happening over here, right? This is all man worship going on, and it has nothing to do with the divine or anything like that. Um, Forgive me for the pauses. I've been recently injured quite badly, and I'm still recovering from that injury. I don't know how bad the injury really is. I have to go yet to go see a doctor and get an assessment. And as you can see, compared to my previous videos, I have a pretty, I'm quite tanned compared to the normal videos of mine, and that's because I've been spending a lot of time outdoors, getting a lot of air, and with that, air, I'm getting a lot of sunlight, and with that sunlight, I'm getting tanned. So the thing that I want to talk about is how religion has just dominated the whole world, and the way I see it has messed up my life, because I'm someone who refuses to go along with that religious path, because it's hate, it's pure hate. Religion is just code for hate, and if you look at the hate for women religions have, it's unbelievable because women are the number one enemy of religions. So is nature also, but women are the number one enemy because women are very beautiful, they're very sexy, and they can uplift your mood, just by walking around, and especially without their clothes off, they are even more amazing. So what religion will do is just say, put the clothes on them, give them second-rate status. They're nothing until they're married, blah blah. So my whole life is ruined by religion because I come from India. It's a religious country ruined by religion. It used to be a great country. Now, if you look at it, after decades of going through religious rule, recently I had an accident. Actually, I'm just was very tired, just lying down in a park, trying to get some energy from the earth because I do that a lot. I try to gain the energy from the earth, and it really works. I get a lot of negative charge from the earth, and it energizes me. So I was doing that. I was energizing myself, and some kids were playing football, but they were kicking it somewhere else. But I was just lying down, and suddenly the ball comes and hits me on the head, like right over here, in the middle, very hard. It came and hit me very, very hard, the ball, and what am I doing right now? I'm broadcasting myself. I'm saying this is what happened to me, and I hope it doesn't get cut off because last time I was making a video and the thing just got cut off in between, and so I was just and the whole thing was very shocking to me because now I don't know if I can function normally again in my life, ever again. As such, I don't feel 100% the same as I was before this happened, and even now it's been a week, I still don't feel like proper, and so I'm in shock because of what happened, and my point is that these kids were probably religious, and all they did was say sorry and they just ran off. And I would really, what I would have liked to have done is take them to the police because my personal opinion is that when someone does something bad to someone, until they get punished, the person who has been wronged, the victim, will not get proper healing and proper justice and proper peace of mind, blah blah. Every time there's a rape, I mention that my first thought is you better punish the rapist. It's very depressing for me in my life because I watched my own country. First of all, I was from Punjab. My family was from Punjab, and during the partition, which is just a code, another code for religious hatred. First of all, I'm trying to talk, but there are people outside making a lot of noise. It's very annoying, and I don't know what to do in these situations, but this happens to me a lot. I mean, I'm just trying to talk about how religion has messed up my life and another religious person. The problem with religious people, actually, I want to really lay this out over here, is that they're very annoying people, and this may be misconstrued as hate speech, and you can do that all you want. But religious people are actually very annoying because religion conditions them to be very selfish, and they have no consideration for other people, and they don't take other people into consideration with their actions. So I find this happening to me again and again. Religion has ruined my life. It's ruined my home country, which was first, as I said, my family was from Punjab, and they had to move out of the Pakistan region of Punjab and to come into India. So I've already lost the Pakistan region. It's supposed to be my country, but I lost it to religion. I can't even say the name of that religion because they've scared everyone so much. I mean, you can't even say that Islam is the worst religion on earth. Because there's no freedom of speech where I am anyway. I don't know about YouTube. I said a lot of things against Islam on YouTube, but unfortunately they were also removed. So now I don't know what I can say and what I cannot say. That's another problem. But I first lost, the Pakistan or country to religion, then India, because India is also a religious hell. It's they got so many religions over there. There's Sikhism, there's Buddhism, there's no, there's not that much Buddhism, but there's Sikhism over there, and then there's Islam over there, and it's a secular country. Then there's Hinduism over there. So, and all these religions are quite deeply flawed. There's Christianity, which is another nonsense religion, and deeply, flawed country because religion has eaten it up. They've cut down the trees. They've destroyed the nature in India. They have the women are second-rate citizens, and they actually take tests where they see the gender of the child. If it's a woman, then they say, okay, abort the fetus. And then when you walk down the streets of India, all you see are men everywhere. Because it's man worship. Religion is called for man worship. It's called for hate of women. So you see a lot of this happening, and I just wanted to talk about all this stuff. I mean, I don't know if this is going to make a difference or not, but I don't know if I can afford that luxury. Where I think, is this going to make a difference? I don't know if I have that luxury right now, because right now I just can vent, and if someone, my videos aren't even being watched. My previous video, which I made about the incident where the ball, came in. I don't know if I talked about it or not. Where the ball came and hit me on my head very hard. I talked about that one, and it was watched only 3 times, and I think one of those views may even be mine. I don't know. So I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, I'm not getting any views, and I'm speaking pure truth over here. I'm talking about something which is very relevant to the world, which is religion has totally captured your freedoms, whether you like it or not. It's a fact. You can't walk down the street naked. You can't have sex, in the street. You cannot, be free. The food you're getting is not coming off of trees. You're not plucking it off trees yourself. You're paying someone for it, and in to pay someone for it, you're doing some work for someone else. So you're not free, and religion has you, badly. But if you don't care about it, then it's your problem. And if you don't watch this video, then it's your bad luck, because what can I do? I mean, all I can do is here make broadcasts which make complete sense. I'm not just making sense, by not contradicting myself. I'm also making sense in a global, sense. Can't you see that the world has been taken over by religion, and global warming is, every problem in the world can be directly linked back to religion? If you can't see that, then you have some problems, which you haven't taken care of, and that's why you can't think clearly. So religion has already ruined, Pakistan, it's ruined India. Those are my countries. Now I'm living in Dubai, and it's not a country. It's an emirate, and that's what they call it. They call it an emirate because it's owned by the emir. The emirs own everything over here. So again, it's another theocracy. It's a religious country. I can't even get a date over here because it's not even allowed. Dating is not even allowed over here. And I'm forced to be a virgin, forced to be celibate, and all these things. And if I want to have friends, I can't even have that because it's a very unfriendly place, because people have their own, relationships going on with the higher with what they believe exists but which doesn't exist, and they have their own relationship going on, and they don't really give a damn, about friendship and all these things over here. I'm living in a country where if a woman gets raped and she goes to the police, they throw her in jail for having relationships outside of marriage, or that's the rule over here. And it's the 21st century for you guys who are watching this, but not over here. It's still the 15th century over here. And even in the 15th century, the medieval times, you guys didn't have such antiquated rules, but they do. And if someone says this is hate speech, then that's again their problem, because it's not hate speech. All I'm doing is saying the facts out one by one. And if someone is bothered by that, then they're bothered by facts, and they are the ones who are haters, not me. So this is what happens to girls who get raped over here. They go to the police, and the police throws them in jail. And it's happened a lot of cases where they have been documented. But you know the difference between what gets documented and what isn't documented. If it's been documented twice, then it means it happened 20, 30 times, because most cases don't get spoken about. And I can post some links, but I don't know. You can check it up. It's Sharia law, and that's the rule over here. That if a woman is raped, then she was the one who had sex outside marriage, and therefore she must be jailed. And that's the rule over here. So there've been gang rapes and all this stuff, and I'm just saying how dangerous these religions are, or whatever their names are. I can't speak about this freely over here. It's only YouTube which is allowing me to speak about this. But I don't know if my video is even going to be watched. I guess it depends on the tags I put on it. But again, that's a different problem. But I'm just saying how religion has swallowed up my life completely. Now, if I have to go somewhere to some other country, and as such, I'm injured so badly right now, I don't even know if I can do work. So my previous video was my life is ruined. This is probably my life is ruined part 2. And I'm lucky that at least I didn't get some wise ass comments on YouTube, because at least this website allows freedom of speech. Every other website on the net, it's so annoying. They say that it's freedom of speech and America is a free speaking country, but on the internet, when you go on, every website is just typing forums, and just places where you can express yourself only by typing. There's nothing else, no other option available where you can speak up, And there's this joke that Seinfeld made once a long time back, Jerry Seinfeld, he made this joke a very long time back. He said that, the number one fear people have is public speaking, and number two is death. So most people, they would rather be in a casket rather than, giving their own eulogy or something like that. He made the joke he made was something like that, and it made a lot of sense. And that's pretty arrogant, but it's also pretty fearful. I mean, that's how most people are. And that's when you go on most sites. It's all just typing. I mean, I wonder what the people who made those sites are so afraid of, that they didn't have, an option where you can just speak up, like a tube format, or, so many websites I'm seeing that people are communicating like crazy, like monkeys, like just typing away, typing. What about your opinion? My opinion is not like that. In my view, this is not like, this is wrong, this is right, but they're not speaking up, and because the website doesn't allow it, and so I'm saying this is the only site which has some freedom of speech. Even Twitter doesn't have freedom of speech, because it's again typing, and small little tweets you can send. And no one reads anyone's tweets on Twitter. I know this, because people are following thousands of people just so they can get thousands of followers. So that's another side thing about Twitter. But if this, I really hope this doesn't get flagged for free speech. And if it has been flagged, and you're still watching this, one of the moderators of YouTube, and I'm telling you, I'm not engaging in any hate speech over here. I mean, I have just laid down the facts one by one, the bare facts which cannot be disputed with. Anyways, approaching 15 minutes now in this video. I don't know how the time has flown, because when I was making this video, I started at 0, minutes. Now it's approaching 15 minutes, so I can't speak more. But all I wanted to really say was religion has, ruined my life, and any country I look at, it's totally dominated by religion. It's very upsetting. As if the human race can't make up their own ways, and They can't derive their own code of conduct. They can. Okay, I'm going to stop recording now because it's gone about 15 minutes.